Hey everybody, Todd with Zynga's here. So we often get asked the question, why are my shutters dragging? So a lot of times customers feel like maybe there's something wrong with their shutters. And so today we just wanted to make a short little video to explain to you that first of all, it is normal for shutters to drag. Your shutters, there's nothing wrong with your shutters. They're not defective. It is a normal byproduct of the shutter. And so you may ask, well, why do my shutters drag? Well, there's a couple reasons why. First and foremost is because of the weight of the shutter. Shutters are very heavy. Obviously, the larger the shutter panel, the more weight there's going to be. The hinges on a shutter are not very large, okay? So the weight of this shutter panel is going to be comparable to some of the doors in your home, which is much larger. And if you'll notice, the hinges on your doors are much larger than the hinges on your shutter. And that's to support that weight so that even when the door is closed, the hinge is supporting most of that weight. Not so with the shutter. We don't want to put all that weight on these hinges. So rather than doing that, the shutter is actually supported on this end. And so if you'll open your shutter and you feel underneath there, you'll feel a round plastic tab there, okay? And that's really for two purposes. One, so that when you close your shutter, it does help minimize the drag on the bottom of your window frame or your sill, okay? But it's also there so that when the shutter is in the closed position, it's keeping your shutter level, okay? So it's acting as a spacer because the weight of that shutter is now resting on that plastic tab, and it's going to keep your shutter level and keep it from becoming cockeyed from the weight on the small hinges, okay? So it's normal for your shutters to drag. Now, you can minimize the amount of drag by opening and closing your shutters correctly. And how we want to do that is, if I'm going to open this shutter panel in order to access the window, I want to grab the rail and I want to just lift up on the shutter panel, and then I want to pull it open, okay? And now I can open the shutter, I can clean the inside of my windows, and when I go to close the shutter, before I get all the way, I just want to lift up and push the shutter closed. Okay, and so by lifting up when I open and lifting up before pushing it all the way closed, that is going to help minimize the amount of drag on your shutters, dragging on either the frame or the windowsill. So hopefully this video helps answer any questions you might have about your shutters. If you have any additional questions or anything else we can help with, feel free to give us a call. Thank you.